The evidence would show that, and it makes perfect sense, that AI and automation is creating jobs everywhere. The narrative about AI destroying jobs is exactly backwards.
That's Jensen Huang, the man whose chips power basically all of AI, telling a room full of founders that everything you've heard about AI killing jobs is backwards. And he didn't just claim it, he brought receipts. 3 professions that AI was supposed to destroy that are all growing instead. In this video, his exact argument, the data behind it, the uncomfortable part he said in the same conversation, and the one skill he says will actually matter. Let's break it down.
AI eliminate tasks. AI automates tasks away, but it doesn't necessarily eliminate jobs. And the reason for that is because the job of a person has a purpose, and that purpose has many tasks. Some of those tasks could be automated away. Many of those tasks cannot be.
This is the distinction the entire debate gets wrong. A job is not one thing, it's a bundle. Take a software engineer, writing code, sure, but also deciding what to build, reviewing designs, debugging weird production failures, talking to users, arguing about architecture. AI came for one slice of that bundle. The headlines treated it like the whole job. That's the error, and once you see it, the weird data we're about to look at suddenly makes sense.
So the evidence suggests that here we are, we've automated coding, which is a task, but the job of a software engineer appears to be growing, right? The number of software engineer jobs year over year has increased 10%.
Sit with that. 2026, the year every CEO bragged about AI writing half their code, and software engineering jobs grew 10%. Not shrank, grew. If AI were replacing engineers, this number should be falling off a cliff. Instead, companies that automated coding hired more engineers because suddenly every project that was too expensive to build isn't. Receipt number 1. And the second one is even crazier.
The task of reading radiology scans has been automated, but the number of radiology jobs has increased some 20% in the last several years, even though AI has taken over the whole field. And the reason for that is because the backlog of patients is incredibly high. Now,
radiology is the perfect test case because in 2016, Geoffrey Hinton, the godfather of AI, literally said we should stop training radiologists, that they'd be obsolete in 5 years. 10 years later, AI does read the scans, and radiologist jobs are up 20%. Why? Backlog. There were always more patients than the system could scan. AI didn't remove the humans, it removed the bottleneck. Hospitals could finally admit more patients, which needs more radiologists, more nurses, more everyone.
They said Harvey is going to eliminate all of the paralegal jobs and the number of lawyers will be reduced. Turns out paralegals are growing like crazy. And the reason for that is because the backlog of lawsuits is really high, and now these law firms could get a lot more cases through. In order to do so, you got to hire more people.
3 different industries, same headline, AI will end this profession. Same result, more jobs, not fewer. That's not a coincidence, it's a pattern with a 200-year-old name. And Jensen names the mechanism next.
And so the same thing with software. The backlog of ideas, the backlog of ambition and aspiration is so high that if we can automate away the task of programming, we could hire more software engineers to do more things. We could be more ambitious. And so this is a classic example of productivity increasing growth. Increasing growth drives more employment. This is the reason why there's more employment today than there was when I first came out of school.
So economists call the doom version the lump of labor fallacy, the idea that there's a fixed amount of work, so anything a machine does is subtracted from humans. But work isn't fixed. Demand explodes when cost collapses. When automation made software cheap, we didn't want the same software for less. We wanted 100 times more software. It's the same flywheel every time. Automation drives productivity. Productivity drives growth. Growth drives hiring. ATMs and bank tellers. Spreadsheets and accountants. And now AI and basically everyone. The lesson isn't nothing changes, it's that the work changes shape. which brings us to the uncomfortable part. Because in the same conversation, same stage, same hour, Jensen also said this.
That the big takeaway is, of course, the simple stuff is going to get automated away. In my generation, when I was growing up, we had to do long division. I mean, for God's sakes, who has to learn long division, you know? And so that got coded away.
So which is it, Jensen? Engineering jobs are growing, but coding is dead? Here's the thing. Both are true, and this is the entire point of the video. Coding is the task. Engineering is the job. Typing code is going the way of long division, a skill humans grind through because there was no machine for it. What survives is everything wrapped around it. Deciding what to build, judging what's good, orchestrating the machines that do the typing, which raises the only question that actually matters. What should you learn?
Things that is probably going to be the most useful skill in the future. And in fact, just in listening to you talk about technology and your use of it, you know, one of the most important things is systems understanding, systems awareness, system design, system organization, but systems thinking. And the reason for that is because most of the low-level things that has to be done are going to be done agentically anyways. They're going to be automated anyhow. I think all of that still exists. And the better you are at systems thinking so that you could orchestrate millions of agents solving problems autonomously, the better off you are. And so that's why system thinking is going to be so important.
Systems thinking, not learn to prompt, not even learn to code, though understanding how things work never hurts. It's the ability to hold the whole machine in your head, where information flows in, where it flows out, where the bottlenecks are, what the constraints are, and then direct an army of AI agents at it. In Jensen's words, the person of the future isn't the one doing the tasks. It's the one designing the system the agents run inside. He also named the hard stuff that won't be automated: physics, chemistry, biology, the places where fields intersect. The simple stuff dies. The deep stuff compounds.
Say, this is important, I've got to go learn it, and I've got to go do something about it, and I better get to it as fast as I can. And how hard can it be?
The jobs narrative is backwards. The task is dying, the job is changing shape. Learn systems, stay ambitious, and how hard can it be? If this changed how you think about AI and your career, subscribe. Next up, why Jensen says agents are the new software, and why he compared one open source project to the birth of Linux.